Room viewer, and welcome to episode 23 of SOTD, the weekly Premier League train wreck that nobody watches. We kick off this week's Turd Fest with a game that should have been played the week after Queen Elizabeth II passed away, as Leeds United walked up the road to play Manchester United. Surprisingly, the game ended in a Desmond, which just goes to prove that you do not necessarily need to hire a new manager to change your fortunes, as removing the old manager and allowing the players to breathe freely can do the trick on its own. Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching Daniel Levy? Pork Pie met the managers. Eric to Bob, can you please explain what's going on at Manchester United? Only I'm a bit confused as to how your players could score 3 legitimate goals in a game that ended 2-2.
I'm not entirely sure myself, Pork Pie. I mean, we were already losing 1-0 when Varane decided to double their lead. Maybe he was just a bit confused, as it was the start of the second half, and he forgot that we were supposed to be attacking the other goal.
And you're being paid how many millions of pounds a year for lame excuses like that? Moving on. Can we not hire the Right Honourable Tub of Lard that guested on Have I Got News for You when Roy Hattersley didn't turn up? Only I've got a 2-0 and you fucked it up, but there's no one to say it to. No? Okay. Gary? Me, 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 and me, 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 and Maggie HB, me, 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 and Simon Greenall.
Who?
Shut up. Me, 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 me. Right then, Pork Pie, man the lifeboats, because this shit is about to get real. Our first game on tonight's show saw Graham Potter's Rentoys travel to the Poundland Bernabeu, where surprisingly they dropped 2 points and let West Ham earn a draw. Pork Pie met the managers. Boise! You're a big man. Yes, I suppose I am, technically. Why? What's wrong? I don't know. Maybe it's just a dose of the bum's rush. I mean, you went down 1-0, but then you grabbed one back and nicked a point, and you did it against Chelsea. Aye, I did that. But then on the other hand, you did it against Chelsea. I mean, this Chelsea under Potter isn't your conventional Chelsea, is it? The ice you're standing on is just got a little bit thicker, but be under no illusion, because it's still thin. Moving on. Harry Potter! 1-0, and you fucked it up. Do you have any idea as to who Chelsea are going to pick to be your replacement?
Oh, Pork Pie, don't be so mean, darling. Things are terrible and I need a shoulder to cry on. Can I cry on your shoulder?
No, you cannot.
Oh, I'm feeling very vulnerable right now, Pork Pie. It was a very long journey from West to East London. My players found it very taxing. So alone, so afraid. Hold me, Pork Pie, hold me.
Gary!
Put your arms around me and make me feel secure.
For God's sake, Linekeers! Come on, Pork Pie, he only wants a cuddle. Okay, our second game saw Nottingham Forest travel to Fulham, where they lost 2-0. Pork Pie met the managers. Marco!
Polo, man.
Oh, Marco!
Hey, come on. I'm saying polo, man.
2-0. A decent win against a team that aren't exactly a pushover. What's your stance?
You need to take the shit from your eyes, man. I don't know what games you're watching today, but it's not my game, man.
Really?
We win this game with 2 goals, man, but we should be 5 or 6. But this player is cockroach, you know? Bang, the fucking woodwork. Bang, the fucking crossbar. It's embarrassing, man.
But that win keeps you in the top 7, which means you're still in with a shout at European football next season.
Oh yeah, that's good, you know? Get into Europe. The door's open, man. We can make new connections and shift many kilos, man.
Okay, moving on. Cooper, 0-0, and you fucked it up. I'm only joking. But what do you expect with players like Serge Aurios in your squad? Spurs got rid of him for a reason, after all.
First half we didn't turn up. I made the whole team disappear. But to be honest, Nottingham down to London is a long journey. It's like travelling to that place over there for the European game.
A pattern is forming, and Psycho Pep has got a lot to answer for. Gary! Leicester hosted the mighty Spurs and beat them 4-1. This is Leicester we're talking about, right? Okay. Paul Pye met the managers. Brenda, like a turd in the toilet, you're aiming to be a mid-table floater, as the first half of the season is all about losing, while the second half of the season is all about winning. I mean, if you've got this in your toolbox, explain the first 20 weeks of the season. I'm reading from the book of Adebayor, Paul Pye. Which means what? I'll no get anywhere with Leicester, so I might as well turn on the charm to lure my services at a club with money for shopping. Good Lord. Okay, Conte.
Goodbye.
You lost to Arsenal, your assistant beat Man City, and then you returned with a shit show against Brenda. So I think it's time to change you up from Antonia to Antoinette, because you've got no plan A, B, or C, and you're adhering to a formation and style of play for which you do not have the players. Sad part about this is the fact that Pochettino or Tuchel would turn this around and get Spurs back into the Champions League spot for next season. But Levy's never going to pull that trigger, is he?
Well, you know.
If you've lost the passion, walk away. Gary! Arsenal hosted Brentford, totally bottled it, and the game ended in a 1-1 draw. Paul Pye met the crumblers, managers. Azteca! 1-0, and you bottled it! Well, I suppose the draw is marginally better than a loss, and I dare say that later on today, the red side of North London will be ardent Brummies.
I say, less of your lip, pork boy. We're still the league leaders and we have a 6-point gap, so wind your neck in.
Oh, fuck off.
How dare you?
I dare, because your 6-point lead will be down to 3 points after City play Villa, and come the middle of next week, after you lose to City, the boss will be back in his hot seat, and you'll be warming the second place spot for Eddie Howe or Eric Ten Hag. So you wind your neck in. Moving on, Thomas Frank. 0-1, and you fucked them up. Ha ha ha. Good for you.
Yeah, Ivan Toney, totally crazy. I'm going to miss him next season because you know the big clubs are going to swoop in the summer.
Enjoy what you got while you got it. Gary! The A23 derby saw Brighton travel to Selhurst Park, where the game ended in yet another 1-1 draw. And if we refuse to show those games on SOTD in the way that we deal with 0-0 draws, I'd be down the fucking pub right now. Paul Pye met the managers. Vieira! You went 1-0 down but scored a late equaliser to grab a well-earned point.
Yes?
But in light of you being a complete media dick last weekend, today I do not want to talk to you about it. Motherfucker. Moving on. Oh, crap. Zebedee. 1-0, you fucked it up and you had far too much airtime last week, so suck it.
Okay.
Gary! Southampton hosted Wolves, who went down to 10 men and still beat Southampton 2-1. Pork Pie met a Hollywood A-lister and a certified crackhead. Nathan Jones. Right. You scored a goal, but yeah. Then unfortunately, those evil bastards from the Midlands got dirty, and they had a player sent off, yeah. Then they scored a goal or two, making You feeling okay? Is your mental health all right this weekend?
I came here for a fucking kickabout.
Oh dear.
And I'm staring at Lopetegui in his dugout, and I'm drilling into his head, saying, "Give Nathan Jones your fucking sausage."
Oh shit.
Then I'm not even saying it, I'm just thinking it. Give Nathan Jones your fucking sausage.
Gary! Do you need a hand here, pork pie? Okay, I've got this one. Oh my love.
Shut the fuck up, you jughead bastard! This is neither the time nor the place. Give Nathan Jones your fucking sausage.
Whoa. Okay. I'll be in the studio if you need me, pork pie. Moving on. Oh, thank fuck for that. Whoa. Hoi, Lopetegui.
Hey yo, Popeye, what the fuck is going on with this dude?
You mean Nathan Ooh. I mean the Southampton manager?
Yeah, we had a good game. Lost the play in the first half, then saw the game out with a win. After the game, I went for a bite to eat, and my toad in the hole was just a plate of hole. That motherfucker stole my toads.
Let it go, big man. Just let it go. Gary! It's a good job that you're a pie and not a sausage, pork pie. Bournemouth hosted Newcastle. The game ended in a 1-1 draw, and I'd be keen to see if Eddie Howe blames his travel arrangements for that result. Pork pie met the managers. Gary O'Neill, 1-0, and you fucked it up. But then you were playing Newcastle, so all in all, not a bad result.
Yeah, well, we need to play like that and pick up points. But yeah, we got players coming back, so we will get better and stronger. And of course, travelling all the way to Bournemouth is very taxing on the players. So I think maybe you should cut us a bit of slack with that factor as well.
Bournemouth is your home ground.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a Jehovah's Witness at the door that I need to have a word with. So I'll speak to you when I've got less time.
What? Moving on. Eddie, away the lads.
Away, Mr. Pork Pie.
Everything good with you today?
Oh, it's all gone to shite, man.
Well, I can understand you being frustrated with not winning many games of recent, but on the plus side, you're not losing. So stop moaning, because 1 point is always better than no points. And before you think of trying it on, Newcastle to Bournemouth is 349 miles. It takes 6 hours by road, but your lot flew down on a plane, so don't even think about dipping into the Pep Guardiola handbook of excuses.
Oh, man, no.
Oh, man, yes. So, how does it feel coming back to your old club, then?
Bournemouth. Now, you cannot underestimate them, like. They used to be a good team. Used to be.
Don't get too cocky, Sunshine, because they had you pegged down at 1-0. And you only just scraped a draw. I mean, you could have won 2-0 in the second half, but your boy had a terrible shot at an open goal. Who was that?
Willock, totally good work rate again from him today. Pork Pie, very proud.
Really? You're proud? Tell me about his shot.
Aye, he oofed it.
Didn't he just? And do you know what happened to that ball?
The ball went straight into the rafters and killed a couple of pigeons, like.
You need to help him with his shots when you get back into training.
I tell you what, man, if he'd shot that rapper Tupac would be 58 years old today.
Oh, Gary.